Hey guys and girls, welcome back to 396 Guitars. We are working on the red P-Bass today. It's probably sold, and I kind of promised them it would have upgraded Seymour Duncans in the center pickup position, so that's what we're doing today. Let's get to work. Yeah, there's our victim. Got the solder iron out. I got the strings off. I got most of the screws out. This was a little bit of a bear putting together, getting it fitted in there. Let's see if it wants to cooperate a little better than it did before. That screw came out. Really tight under there. Okay. Here's our business right there. This should not take too long. We're taking these pickups out, and we're putting Seymour Duncans, SPB3s in there. These are, I tested these, and I'm going to test these too. I want to see, I'm really curious what the output of these are. These are just nondescript, I believe, to be Fender pickups. The ones are taken out. Also, I want to get a longer screw for that, because that one seemed to not be long enough. Where are my pickup screws? I know I usually got a million of these. I know the pickups usually come with them. Let's see if they gave me some and what size they are. Because, yeah, I don't think I have some, but they're the same length. Okay. Usually they give you some, and I didn't see any in here. Oh yeah, there they are. And they're going to be the same length. Alright, well, I'll have to check it out. Might need that. You don't need the directions. Boy, if I don't know how to solder in this pair of P-Bass pickups, and I got problems. I might use those, I might not. I don't know. Jeez, that one popped out too. That is a curiosity to me, why those were not wanting to stay in there. You may have an issue, because I don't think I have any longer ones. Let's fire up the gun and desolder. It's only 2 connections. Very easy. A ground, hot lead. These kind of go in there like so. You can see the difference in the size of the magnet poles. Humongous difference. So that's all I use is 1/4 pounders. I think they are the best thing since sliced bread. That's what I use. Let's get a rag just in case. See if this stuff's going to cooperate. Sometimes it wants to come right off, and sometimes it doesn't. Hot lead popped out, and there's still plenty of solder in there. Let's get this undone. Come on, you cooperate. There we go. That is that. Usually pop right out. I don't know why these screws are not staying in there. cushion on the bottom here too, so we're going to have to use the ones I sent. These are actually, I'm going to use those screws because they're fatter. I think that's why. These are little skinny guys, and I don't think they gripped enough into the wood. Yeah. Little tiny guys. I wonder what the output is on these. .6 it looks like. These were about the same. So am I going to get a big difference? 11.7. Yeah, they're similar in resistance output. They're supposed to be a hell of a lot hotter. That is a curiosity in and of itself. But I can tell you, those things, they sound okay, but nothing special. Are these gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna get enough adjustment. They're gonna be too low. I'm gonna have to put... Maybe I could salvage these. Problem is, those huge magnets on the other ones, I'm probably not going to want to stick to these. Like so. Maybe I'll get lucky. These friggin' magnets are humongous. Oh, wow. Yeah, these are going to be way hotter. More responsive for certain. Let's see if I can get them mounted in there. And they're not going to give me too much trouble. From my lips to God's ears, do not give me any trouble today. So I got 10 other guitars to work on, and this one is just a quickie, so no, it's supposed to be a quickie. I don't remember which one is which hole it came out of. I think it's that one. I think it's that one. It's going to fight me, I can tell already. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. I think so. Yeah, probably way too much wire, so we're going to snip some of that wire off. And so we don't have too much wire hanging down in the cavity. I'm thinking about that much can come off. I always save these because you never know when you're going to need another piece of wire somewhere. Tiny, tiny wires. Perfect. cavity. Fell right in the cavity because my name is Blackjack. These things only happen to me. Some solder. Tin. Tin. The wires. Pretty simple. Ground wire first. Then probably we ought to put a dollop of solder there for that. Yep. Beautiful. Come on. Beautiful. Just that fast, pickups are installed. At least that part went quick. Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's going to work. Yahtzee. I like that. I never had a doubt. Now the fun starts getting this pick guard back on there because it fought me the last time I had to put it back on during final assembly because this neck protrudes. It's got extra 2 frets on it. It protrudes and gets in the way. And it really is a tight fit. And I'd like to not ruin anything. Please tell me these pickup covers are going to fit through the pick guard. That one did. This one. There we go. Hey, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. Are we going to be able to get adjustment? That's the next question. Oh, yes. Oh yes. All right, that one's being a little bit disagreeable. I wonder why. Well, we'll see. We will see. Everything else seems to be lining up nicely. Yeah. One more tap test just before we put a million screws in it. Make sure nothing came undone. This base is going to be used primarily as a P base. This pickup is going to stay in there. It's a Fender pickup, Fender Jazz Bass pickup, right out of a US made, real deal. And it's vintage, but this is a P bass for the most part. It's got a J bass neck, but the body and this is what makes it a P bass, and these should really make it come alive. I'm going to pause here briefly while I put some of these screws in and get ready to restring it, and then we're going to do a setup really quickly and see what it sounds like. Stand by. Okay, so yeah, we're restrung. We've got all the screws in the pickguard, and let's just tune it up and see where we're at. This one gets tuned to 440. Some basses are half step down, some are 440. This guy plays, and I've been playing it lately because I built the thing, but I got a guy that wants it, and he plays in regular 440. So tuned up. Because I had it all apart, I'm just going to double check. Just going to double check because we can. All right. 7th fret. Perfect. I love that. 12. I always measure 12 thousandths of an inch, and I try to, on a bass, you want it a little loose because some guys will tell you 14 thousandths, some guys will tell you 10 thousandths. 12 thousandths is the middle ground, and if it just kisses the string, you're good. That's your neck relief. And I thank Buddha that we don't have to change it because it's in there, and the only way on this particular guitar is to pop the neck, adjust it, put it all back together, measure it. Yeah, and it can be a chore. But this one I had already set up. Point of interest, I added one of my thumb stops. That's the way I play, and this is on this particular bass. Like I said, it's going to be played primarily as a P bass, and that's why these pickups. It's a P bass body. It's a Warmoth Jazz Bass measurement up here neck. It's a little wider than a regular J bass down here, but the thing plays like butter. Even with those other wonky pickups that were in there, these should really make it come alive. But I hand built one of my own. I put these on all of my basses. On a jazz bass where you got two pickups, the sweet spot is right in the middle between them. But this one, that pickup's hardly ever going to get used. It's mostly going to be primarily a P bass, and the string spacing is perfect, as you can see. Falls right between each post, even on the jazz bass pickup and the bridge pickup. String height, I'd be surprised if it changed. It shouldn't have. I've got this one set at something changed. Something changed, probably because we took the tension off of the neck. All right, so we got to adjust the string height again. Down. It's a little high. happens. Wood will move, but we know the neck relief is good. But what we got to do is lower our strings, and that's pretty easy. I had it set perfectly, but when you knock all the strings off, get boogering around with stuff, you never know what's going to happen unless our saddle's not settled in the grooves. Make sure we're not doing something weird here. Well, everything's there. Check that again. Why would they have changed and gone so high? Well, the E string went high. The G string went high too. They all need to go down slightly. Nah. It is what it is. Not the end of the world. I'm going to give it a full turn on each. Make sure your saddles are level. Drop everything down and remeasure it. It happens. It's one of those cosmic questions that can't be answered. Or there is no answer to. I don't know. Make sure you're up to pitch when you start, especially when you're adjusting string height, because as you go up or down, you're either sharpening or flattening your tuning. You want the right string tension on those saddles before you measure. You follow? Alright, let's see. Make sure I'm in the video here the best way we can. I'm looking for 6. Looking for 6/64s on the E, maybe a little bit taller on the E only, because it is the biggest, fattest honking string there is. I can live with that. That's a little low now. Yeah. Kind of want 6/64s is really where you want to be. Neck must be bending. Yeah. The neck must be settling after having all the tension off of it. Remember when I built this guitar, that neck had been sitting and languishing for quite a while, so all this adjustment it's trying to settle, it's trying to find its home, and we keep taking the string tension off of it. A couple of times anyway we have. Yeah, sometimes you got to adjust this stuff. It'll eventually settle in and be very stable. I've been playing it for a couple of weeks now, and it has responded beautifully to every adjustment. And it thumps. It's a thumper even with the other pickups. I can't wait to hear it through a real amp now. I'm not going to be able to really, kind of show you guys or so you can listen, but because it just doesn't come across through the pickup, the mic on the camera. But I'm going to tell you, I already played it through my little bench top here, and I can already tell it's hot. Hot. Stand by. So yeah. P-Bass. I like this guitar. The more I play it, the more I'm thinking I might keep it for myself. But man, it really responded well, and holy cow. I know that's just nothing but, distortion on the, on the video, but I can tell you that it's probably twice as loud as it was with the other pickups. Now, loudness is all cool and it's all well and good, but richness and fatness of tone is what you're really after. And it gives you a lot more headroom than it did before. Get back in the camera here. So, yeah, I say it all the time. Seymour Duncan never fails. I'm going to start calling this the Seymour Duncan channel because lately that's all we've been doing is changing out pickups and guitars. And most of them are customers coming to me wanting Seymour Duncans put in either their guitars or their basses. And yeah, there's a reason for that because they're really, really, really good. Is there a million other really good pickups out there? Yes. I promise I will try to get another brand of pickup and put it in a video and do an install. But for now, P-Bass, red. It's a hot little guitar now. It's got Seymour Duncans in it. It's ready to rock. I may actually do a gig with this guitar before I sell it, and I may not sell it. Blackjack with 396 Guitars. Thanks for watching, and if you dig what I'm doing, like and subscribe, please.